Hello learners, welcome to the Technical Accounting Tally Prime. We are here in the chapter number 5, that is the Fundamentals of Tally Prime Part 2. In the previous session we have seen of doing the voucher entries. We have done the voucher entries in the Tally with the already created ledgers over there, and we have used that ledgers for doing the entries. Now in this session we will look out in the next transaction what are the next transactions we are having. We will take the examples of these things and we will do the entry over here. Okay, so let's start with the transaction. Firstly we will go for this one. Once again I will show you. Yes, we have done with this entry, that is a capital introduced in the company. One entry we have done in a receipt voucher and another entry we have done in a journal voucher. Then the next was when bank account was opened in the ICICI bank, that cash deposited in a bank. So bank account debited to cash account, that entry we have already done in a contra voucher. This second entry in a contra voucher, that we also have done in the last session. Now we have to do the entry for this one, that is a purchase, which is a credit purchase. Okay, so we will see the this thing, that is what is the transaction over here. It is a purchased goods worth rupees 10,000, 10 lakhs. Purchased goods worth rupees 10 lakhs from Umesh Hardware on 25th of May 2020. I think in our last sessions we have already created these ledgers also, that is a Umesh Hardware and a goods account. So we have created this one. So we will go to the tally first and we will see whether these ledgers are there or not, and we will do the entry over here. Before going to the tally, first we will look out that in which voucher this entry is going to be there. Because this is a purchase, you have purchased the good, that is a Rubis Limited has purchased the goods from Umesh Hardware and the name is given there, that means that it is a credit purchase. So whatever the credit purchase it is or whatever the cash purchase it is, if it is a purchase then you should have to enter this entry in a purchase voucher. Okay, so voucher type is a purchase, and which ledger should be created over there, that's a goods account and Umesh Hardware account, that is also we have created. So we will do entry directly in a voucher type purchase and of rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, so we will go back to the tally. Okay, here we are in a tally. You can see the name, company name is a Rubix Limited is also is already there. Then current period is that is 1st of April 20 to 31st of March 21 is also. Okay, so we will do the entry now. For that purpose, I just have to go for a vouchers. You can see I have chosen vouchers from here. The transaction that is going to be entered in a vouchers, I will choose that vouchers by pressing the enter key. And now you can see the voucher is journal. Okay, journal voucher is there because the last entry we have done that was in a journal voucher, so automatically the journal voucher is here. Okay, now we will go for which voucher we will require. We require that is a purchase voucher. Okay, so we will go for a purchase voucher, that is here on that side, that is a F9. We have to press with the keyboard key, or purchase voucher you have to select with the mouse likewise. Okay, right now we have selected the purchase voucher. You can see purchase voucher, supply invoice number they are asking for, the date they are asking for, party name. Likewise, this voucher is not containing any of the debit or credit, that is a to or buy is not there over here, right? So we will select that thing. I want a debit credit in a way of a debit credit, so I will go for the debit credit, and for that purpose I should have to go for this one, that is a change mode option. Okay, I will select this change mode option and I will change this single entry to the double entry. Okay, so I will click on this change mode and you can see they are asking you voucher mode, do you want to change the voucher mode? So yes, we want to change the voucher mode, and the list of modes are there, that is accounting invoice or voucher. In the accounting invoice, what is there, whatever there is a invoice, means if there is a bill invoice, whatever is there in a bill invoice, just like the date, party name, then bill number and all these things, likewise this was already there. We don't want in that format, we want in a voucher format, that is a debit and credit format we want. Okay, so we will click on this voucher by the downward key and we will select that with the enter key. Now you can see there is a 2, you can see this change has been done over here, that is a 2 you can see over here for the credit. Okay, so once again, supplier invoice number, if there is any when you go for a practice in a market, then you can see there is an invoice, and in that invoice there is a supplier invoice number is there. So for example, I'm just entering any of the random numbers. So supplier invoice number dated that was in a May, right? So I'm putting the date as a 2nd of May 2020. Okay. Yes, we haven't changed the date. So first of all, we will go to change the date. We will enter the 2nd of May 2020. This transaction has happened in the month of May, so we will purchase. We will do this entry in the month of May, that is 2nd of May 2020. I have put it the date over here, and that which account is going to be credited and which account is going to be debited, that we have to show now. So here, first of all, what was my entry? That you have purchased goods from Umesh Hardware, right? So purchase account should be debited, that is the purchase goods account should be debited, and which account it should be credited, that is a cash account or a Umesh Hardware account. That is a Umesh Hardware, it is a credit purchase. And because this is a credit purchase, we are going to credit the Umesh Hardware account. When this option is on a 2, that is a credit, where which account is to be credited, at that time you can see the list of ledger accounts is there, and that is only the 3 options are here. That is the cash, bank and the Umesh Hardware. Why this is so? If it is a cash purchase, you can choose from a cash or a bank, and if it is a credit purchase, then you have to choose from a party account. So Umesh Hardware is the only party with us, that's why I am choosing this one. That is a Umesh Hardware. I am going to choose this one. That is a credit. Umesh Hardware is getting credited over here. Now they're asking some other details also, receipt note number, receipt document number, and all these things is all details you get on a that particular invoice, particular bill. You will get these all details. Right now I'm just keeping it blank because it is not that much of compulsory also. If it is required by your company, by your organization, then only these all things you have to put over here, or whatever the details they have provided to you, you just have to enter over here. Okay, then I'm keeping it everything blank. And if you remember, by creating a company, there was an option F11 features. That in F11 features we have written down whether you want to maintain this all data, that is a stock data and all these things. We have said for that purpose. So they are not asking us any of the stock related, right? But they are asking some party details. What is this? When we have created this Umesh Hardware ledger, we have created this Umesh Hardware ledger. At that time they were asking us, do you want to maintain this bill wise details? At that time we had said over there yes, and that's why they are asking us related to this one, that is the party details they are asking us. So Umesh Hardware, they are living in Pune. Likewise you can write it down any of the place where this Umesh Hardware is there. Okay, likewise you can give the detail. Even GSTN number is there if of that party. It is Umesh Hardware account. Umesh Hardware is having a GST number. If they are having, you can give the GST number over here. I'm just keeping it a random number right now. Likewise, I have put it as a GST number. Likewise, you should know about this thing. The GST number I have started with the 27. You can see that I have started the GST number with the 27. This 27 shows it shows that is the code. It is a code which is given to the state of Maharashtra. Okay, this code is given to the state of Maharashtra. So when GST number starts with the 27, that is a 27, it is nothing but that dealer is there in a Maharashtra. That dealer is registered in a Maharashtra. Okay, likewise the various states will be having a various states are having a various codes. Okay, now I'm going to accept this thing, and you can see the I'm over here once again in the voucher of a purchase. So I have credited Umesh Hardware. The amount was, what was the amount over there? So we will go once again to the amount, and that amount is rupees 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, so once again we will go to this one, 10 lakhs rupees I have to enter over here. Okay, like this. This is what and here they are asking you the type of reference, means whether they are giving you whether you are putting it as advance, on account, whatever it is, as per the data which is provided to you on a time in your job, then you can do these things. Right now I'm keeping it as it is on account, and 10 lakhs rupees it is credited. You are crediting the Umesh Hardware account with the rupees 10 lakhs because you have purchased rupees 10 lakhs amount of rupees goods from the that is Umesh Hardware. Okay, then which account is going to be debited? As you can see by option over here, it means that it is debited. Which which account is going to be debited? Of course, purchased goods. That's the goods account is debited. Goods can be anything. Right now we are not having that much of details with us, so we have just put over here that is a goods account. Okay, so goods account debited to Umesh Hardware account I have put likewise. So I will just enter vendor list of ledger. You can see in case of the purchases, because we are in a purchase voucher, you can see you are in a purchase voucher and you want to debit it to only one option is there, that is the goods account. Because we have prepared only one account over there, that's a goods account. Okay, so I will just put enter over here, and goods account once again it is debited with the amount of rupees 10 lakhs. I will accept these all things because this entry is correct. That is a goods account debited to Umesh Hardware account with the rupees 10 lakhs. I will have to write it down the narration over here, and this narration should be being goods purchased from Umesh Hardware on credit. Okay, likewise the narration I have to give, that is being goods purchased from Umesh Hardware on credit. Okay, so this type of narration I have to give. Now everything is acceptable on this voucher, that is supplier number, date 2nd of May 2020, then Umesh Hardware is credited, goods are debited with the amount of rupees 10 lakhs. Likewise you have done so. Okay, so I'm just pressing enter and accepting these all things. Likewise I have done with this entry. Again, now we will go to the next transaction. Okay, so next transaction is that it is a purchase account. Okay, the next transaction is related to the purchase once again, but it is a cash purchase. Okay, it is a cash purchase. And with the cash purchase, what is the cash purchase over here? That is purchase goods worth rupees 60,000 from innovators. Now there is a company innovators, and from that innovators you have purchased goods worth rupees 60,000 on 20th of July 2020, and payment made by check number is also given. Okay, now with the help of this particular transaction I have to prepare, I just have to prepare these ledgers. Now these which ledgers I have to prepare? That's a goods account and a ICICI bank account. These ledgers I have to prepare over here. But if you remember in the previous lectures, in the previous sessions, we haven't prepared these ledgers, right? So now what we will do, we will not prepare just first we will not prepare the ledgers, we will directly go for the voucher entry. And when we are in the voucher entry page, that is a window, then we will go for a ledger creation. Okay, so we will move to this tally part once again, and we will see how to do this entry. Now I am directly in the purchase, I am in the same thing, that is a purchase voucher. I am in a purchase voucher. Now you can see the change. It is the purchase voucher number 2. It means that in a previous voucher we have entered a entry, that is a Umesh Hardware account credited over there and purchase account debited. That was the invoice number 1 of a purchase. Now automatically this purchase invoice, that is a voucher number 2, they have given because we are entering another purchases over here. Okay, the same thing again are there, but it is now the cash purchase. Okay, but it is related to the innovators, and innovators and cash we are not having with us, but let's check for that. After checking that it is a purchase voucher, I will go for a date. I am going to keep it as a July month. Okay, so 2nd of July 2020 I am keeping the date, that is the 2nd of July 2020. You can see the changes of a date over here. Okay, after that the supplier invoice number, once again they are asking, so I will put this type of supplier invoice number 456 just for the sake of the example. Okay, again a date the 2nd of July 2020, I am keeping it as it is, date of that invoice. Okay, you are doing a payment now, right? Then which account is going to be credited? What is going to be your entry? We will see your entry first. Okay, your entry is that purchase account debit to, that is a goods account debited to bank account, because you have made a payment in a check, in the form of a check. Okay, so goods account is going to be debited and ICICI bank account is going to be credited. Okay, so we will come over here once again. Okay students, let's see, it is a purchase voucher, and it is a purchase voucher, and now here you are doing a payment, you are doing the business, you are doing on a cash basis. Okay, so it is what will be your entry? That is a parties account, that is purchase goods account debited to bank account, right? So this bank account is going to be credited, no doubt, but they are asking these details, and these details are like this: the receipt document number, dispatch through destination, on which destination you are sending the goods, likewise the carrier agent name, all these things you have to give over here. Of course it is not compulsory one, but if you are having these all details, you can put all the details over here, right? After that they are asking you the party details. Now I'm not having this party details, that is the innovators was there, so I have created this innovators directly, new party I have created. Likewise I just have to create a new party name I can type over here, just like this one I have typed over here innovators, and you can see the directly innovators over. Okay, if that name is not in that list, you can create the party name likewise, because supplier bill from whom you are getting the bill. So you are getting the bill from an innovator. So I have created likewise innovators is in Maharashtra, and GST registration type I am saying it is a regular type. Again GST and registration number, if they are in a Maharashtra, it will start from the 27. Likewise I am just putting it as it is. Okay, now just for the sake of an example. Then for what amount you have just purchased this one. So once again I would have to go for this amount, what much of amount was there, that is a 60,000. Okay, that was a 60,000 amount was there, so I will put 60,000 over here. Okay, now they are asking the transaction type is of course a check amount rupees 60,000, and check the number, that is the instrument number, that was a 566 something 099, likewise 033. Likewise I have put it as a random number of a check number I have put, but I think that the check number they have given to us, that is 566909. Okay, 566909 I have I should have put over here 566909. This is the check number I have given, dated 2nd of July 2020. I have to keep it as it is. Likewise, now buy goods account, of course buy goods account, what was my entry? Goods account debited to ICICI bank account rupees 60,000. Okay, so I have to give that is a narration, being goods purchased from. Now students, I see I have to give the details of, that is from which party you have purchased this goods, right? So being goods purchased from innovators, okay, on cash basis, on cash, you can say on cash. Likewise the narration you have to give over here, that is being goods purchased from innovators on cash. Okay, now I just want to accept this, I will accept. As innovators was company was not there, and that's why I have to just create a company, that is a new party I have to create, that is a nothing but the innovators account. Okay, now the next transaction we will see, which is the next transaction. Your next transaction is related to the sales. Of course the sales is related to the credit. Credit sales is a sold goods worth rupees 21,000 on credit to Mr. Sagar on 12th of August 2009. Okay, now Mr. Sagar account we haven't created, so we will create it on time. And cash account, goods sales account. So sales account, goods account we have created, but that goods account was under the purchase account. Okay, that goods account was under the purchase account and not under the sales account. So we have to create a new ledger over here. Okay, so we will go to the tally and we will see how to do this entry. So entry is, it is for rupees 21,000. It is a credit sale it is, and on the 12th of August 2020. Okay, so we will go to the tally first. Okay, I have to choose the journal first. I have to choose the voucher first sales. In that sales, there is once again a single entry system. No to and buy is buy over here. So I have to change a mode. So I will change mode from here. You can see once again I'm changing mode from here, and I will click on this one, and two options are there: accounting voice and as voucher. I will go for as voucher. And sales account, in which date, first of all I have to change the date, and that was the 12th of August 2020. Let's check whether it is taking. No, it is not taking. That's why I will just put it as a 2nd of August 2020. Okay, so Mr. Sagar has purchased some goods from us, so we have sold some goods to the Mr. Sagar. Now Mr. Sagar account is not there. You can see that you want to debit something, right? You want to debit something. That is what was our entry? That is Mr. Sagar's account debited to sales account. That was my entry. So Mr. Sagar account is going to be debited, but in the list I can see only cash, ICICI Bank and Umesh Hadwar is there. So it means that in a background of a tally you haven't created Mr. Sagar's account, but we are in a voucher entry that we have to learn over here, right? So I will go from this menu, that is I am at a voucher entry. I will go to the ledger creation directly by pressing a shortcut key, that is Alt plus C. When I press on Alt plus C, I have directly come to the point of a ledger creation. I have directly come to the part of a ledger creation. You can see over here, right? Once again, I will show you how to do that. I am in a voucher of a sales. I don't have the ledger created which I want to take for a debit over here. And for creating a new ledger, I will go to the ledger creation from this option. That is from this menu, from this window. From voucher, I will go directly for the ledger creation. Instead of creating these ledgers primarily before creating these ledgers, I am going to create a ledger from this menu of voucher. Okay, there are the two ways for creating a ledger. So I am going from this menu by pressing the keyboard shortcut keys, that is Alt plus K. I have to press the Alt plus K. So I will press that Alt plus Alt not Alt plus K. I have to press a Alt plus C over here, and I will directly come to this ledger creation menu. You can see this window is for a ledger creation. Once I have pressed the Alt plus C option, you can see over here that is a ledger creation. Okay, so I will create a ledger that was related to the Sagar's account. So I will create, the name of the account is Sagar's account, Mr. Sagar's account. Okay, likewise you can write it down, and this particular person, where he will be, that is in profit and loss account and in the balance sheet, under which group. When I go to the under, that is directly you can see the list of groups over here. So Mr. Sagar is going to be there in a balance sheet or in a profit and loss account, that you have to think. First of all, this Mr. Sagar come into the picture because you have sold some goods to Mr. Sagar, and when you sold some goods to Mr. Sagar, it means that he is your debtor, right? He is your debtor, so I will choose the option sundry debtors, and that option is there in a balance sheet, right? So you can see the list of ledgers in that option, that is sundry debtors are here. Yes, you can see sundry debtors option over here. Okay, this sundry debtors I have to choose, and under this sundry debtors there will be a Sagar's account. Okay, so I will choose this sundry debtors account. Now they are asking maintain balances bill by bill. For the sake of time being, I am saying no over here. But in a practically working at a working place, if you are having these all details, you can maintain these bill wise details. Okay, you can say yes as per your need. Right now I am saying it no. Then is TDS deductible to this particular account? I am saying for the sake of time being no here. But if it is deductible, then you can say yes also. Now mailing address, of course Sagar's account, you can give the details over here. Address, once again I'm writing down Pune, state will be Maharashtra, country India, pin code 411 something, you can write it down over here. Whatever you want, you can write it down. After that, provide bank details. If you are having any of the bank details of that party, so you can enter over here. For the sake of timing, I'm saying it no. Then registration type, is he registered for a GST? I'm saying he is unregistered. I'm saying he is unregistered, or if he is registered, you can go for any of the things, as a composition dealer or regular dealer or unregistered dealer. And he is a consumer never having the GST details, right? Customers, that is the customers are not having the GST details, so you can do likewise also. So you can give all the details likewise, and once you're done with all these entry, you can press on enter key and accept this things. Okay, likewise now I have created this ledger Sagar's account automatically. In the background they have taken the Sagar's account as a debitor. Now they are asking for the details because you have sold goods to Mr. Sagar. So all the details if you are having that are related to dispatch, related to the motor vehicle number and all these things, you can give over here. For the time being, I am keeping it as it is blank. Okay. Now, buyer's account, that is a bill to whom you are paying this, to whom you are giving this bill. Okay. So Sagar's account, you can give the details over here. Likewise, place of supply was a Maharashtra. Okay. Likewise, automatically you can see the ledger has created and that's a Sagas account they have taken for a debit. Okay. So what was the entry? Sagas account debited. And the amount was, what was the amount? Yes, amount was rupees 21,000. Yeah. Amount was rupees 21,000. So I will write it down 21,000 over here. And two, now once again we don't have a ledger, right? It means that in the sales, we are in a sales voucher. We have created the goods account under the purchase account and we are in a sales voucher, and that's why they are not showing us the list of ledgers. See, you can see the list of ledgers, nothing there in a list of ledgers. You can go by create option on this time also while doing the voucher entry, or you can create create this particular ledgers before doing the voucher entry. Okay, so once again, I don't have the goods naming voucher or ledger over here, so I will create it on a time. I don't have that, and for that purpose the shortcut key Alt plus C I will use, or create option you can see on over here. You can use this option also. Okay, for the timing I am using this Alt plus C and I will create the goods ledger once again. So I'm creating goods account. Yeah, it is a goods account. Now they are saying name is already exist. Do you enter a different name? Okay, so we will enter any of the name. That is a goods sales account we will create. Okay, so we will create a goods sales account. Something different we have to put the name. That's why Tally is showing the Tally is showing some duplicate names are there. That's why, because in a practice we can say that there are number of goods are there. You can put any of the goods over their name on different names. Names of the goods are there. Okay. So likewise, now under which group? This is, we know that under the sales group we have to create that. Okay. So under sales account I am going to create it. Now they are asking type of a ledger, discount, invoice rounding off. We have seen this at the time of a purchase voucher also. So for the time being, I'm keeping it, it's not applicable. GST is applicable. Yes, GST is applicable. Okay. Then set alter or GST details. No, I don't want to enter any of the. Yes, now it is a type of supply, services or goods. Yes, it is a goods. See what they have asked you. Type of supply. Type of supply. It is a services or goods they are asking to you. Of course, we are selling the goods. That's why the type of supply will be the goods over here. So I will choose these goods. Provide bank details if you are having any. No, we don't have any, and just accept. Okay, so right now you can see the entry is done over here. That is a Sagar's account debited to goods sales account. That is a goods account. I just have to say, or sales account. Likewise, goods sales account or sales account, whatever you want to do, the ledger you want to create. Basically, there should be a sales account or a goods account. There should be. Okay. So likewise, you can create. Otherwise, if you want to alter this one, you can go to the alter option also. You know that where is the alter option. We will go to the alter option and we will do it as a sales account. Okay. We will remove the goods account from there. So this entry is first of all, to alter this one. First of all, we have to accept this entry. So I will accept this entry as it is. Narration, I am going to write it down. Being goods sold to Mr. Sagar on credit. Okay. Everywhere you have to give such a type of narration, so that there should not be any of the confusion. Okay. So likewise, I am accepting this all things. Yes, accept this. So before before accepting this thing, you can check all the things. If you want to change any of the amount, date, and all these things, you can change over here. Again, see students over here, the sales voucher number 1 only, because this is the only first voucher that we have selected. Okay. Now I want to change that the goods sales account, so I will go to the alter option and I will change that. For that purpose, first of all, I have to accept this one. So I am accepting this one. Now they are asking me for the next entry, but right now I want to go to alter that one. So I will press escape to get out of this screen. They are asking me, do you want to quit this? Yes, I want to quit this. For accepting this one, you can press Y or you can press the enter. Now I will go to the masters option where alter is there. Okay, I will go to the alter option and I have created a new ledger. I have created a new ledger and that was a goods sales account. You can see the newly created ledgers are here. Okay, that's a goods sales account is there, right? And innovators ledger we haven't created. We have just given the party name over there. Okay, party name we have given over here. So innovators account we have to create it if it is a required. Okay, if it is a required in a next transaction. So right now good sales account I have to alter. I will go to this one and I will just remove this one, that is a goods account. I will delete it and only sales account I will put it. Okay, sales account I will put it under sales account. Everything else was as it is. I don't have to change anything. Only good sales account I have to do it as a sales account. Okay, accept. Likewise, you have to do, you have to change the ledgers which you have created. While doing the voucher entry, I must have to tell you, while doing the voucher entry, if you have created the ledgers on time, you can create that by pressing the shortcut key, that is a Alt plus C. Also on a menu there is a create option. You can do that. But if you have created that ledger and you have done the entry and afterwards you came to know that whatever the ledger you have created was wrong, so you can alter that ledger also by going likewise. You have to go for a masters. You have to come first of all in a gateway of Tally. Likewise, in a gateway of Tally, you have to come. Then from the master, you have to choose the alter option. From that alter option, you have to go for a ledger option, and which ledger you want to change or which ledger you want to alter, you can select from this one. Okay. How to do the voucher entries directly before going for a ledgers creation. Okay, so in a both ways you can create, you can do the entries. Firstly you can prepare a ledgers and then you can go for a entries, right? And otherwise you can otherwise you can go for a voucher entry directly and you can create a ledgers as per your need. Okay, so right now I'm stopping over here. We will see the next we will see the next entry in the next session. Okay, thank you.